Hi everyone, and welcome to Delphi's How-To video series. I'm Dave Hobbs, Senior Trainer here at Delphi Product and Service Solutions. In this video, we're going to show you how to disconnect fuel line fittings. We always put safety first, so make sure that you're thorough and you're careful. Don't get in a hurry. Don't forget to wear safety glasses and gloves, have a fire extinguisher on hand, and work in a well-ventilated area away from anything that could have a flame or spark. Anytime you disconnect a fuel line that is a compression or press quick release type fitting, you want to make sure that you depressurize the fuel system. So I pulled the fuse on this particular vehicle, ran the engine until it ran out of gas. Now we're going to have just the drippage, the drainage, which I've got a transmission jack with a drain pan on top that catch anything that's going to hit the floor, so it doesn't hit the floor and make a mess. And I've got some rags tied around my wrists so I don't have any gasoline go down my sleeves right up my armpit. Now, what I want to do is, and I've already done this, I'm going to spray some penetrant along this area right here to get into that little fitting, because sometimes they can get a little bit dry and a little bit hard to turn. Now, what's going to protect that fitting, kind of keep it on as a secondary safety, is this little clip right here. So let's take a screwdriver and pop that clip off. Let's go ahead and put our Magic Quick Release tool in. That's going to go inside. There's a whole selection I have of these in my toolbox that are going to depress the little latching tabs that are on the fuel line. So that's going to go right in there, and as they kind of wiggle it, and you'll feel it snap at some point, and that's going to be your cue that you have depressed it. I may have to get around the other side now and push with one hand and twist with the other. There we go, and I got it. So that's popped out, and you would do your work. Let's say you're under the hood. You have the same kind of fitting under the hood at the rail. This is a returnless system, so I have one line with that same kind of fitting under the hood, same type of tool, and you'd catch your gasoline, and then you'd do your work, replace your rail, your injectors back here. If we're going to replace a fuel pump, you want to check the O-ring inside, so visually inspect. I can put my pocket flashlight. A little more gas as we visually inspect. Here we go. Draining the whole fuel line, probably right up to the inline fuel filter over here on the right side of the frame rail. I look in there and I see a good looking O-ring. It's in place. And so now I would do my work. Let's say I changed out the pump. Then you would just reverse the process. Pop that back in nice and gently so you don't tear that O-ring until you hear it click. And it won't want to come back out if you have snapped it in properly. There we go. You heard that big click? That's the stopping point. And then you put your secondary retainer clip on the way you found it. Would be this way. And the small end goes on the fuel line itself. There we go. Double check it. Now pressurize the vehicle back up. So put the fuse back in the fuse panel for fuel pump. Turn the key on, let it prime, maybe start the engine. Check it out from underneath here with the bright flashlight, no leaks, you're good to go. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out more of Delphi's How-To video series so that you can have more tips on saving money and saving time in your shop every day.